By all Manipur 10th and 11th IRB 2019 batch, JSC Viva Voice completed, candidate underway but evokes no response from public. Hello and a very good evening. Welcome to MAMI TV English News Bulletin. I am KAVITA TONGBRAM. Union Minister of State Railways Darshana Jardos has stated that steps will be taken to set up tourist spots at railway stations to promote and develop tourism in the state, besides taking up of railway projects in the state. She was addressing media persons at Hotel Imphal before leaving Imphal today. Union State Minister Darshana Jardos reiterated that the double-engine government has been able to usher in fast-paced development in the state. The technical seminar held on textile engineering held in the state recently was the first seminar of its kind in the northeastern states, she said. Acknowledging that the handloom and handicraft products of the state are aesthetic and unique, she said that it is a matter of pride that 3 handicraft products of Manipur have got GI tag registration, stating that the GI tag products need international level marketing. She assured that the government will take up necessary steps for the same. Further noting that railway projects in the state are progressing swiftly, she announced that railway stations will be identified for setting up of tourist spots. She informed that at first hotels will be constructed on first floor of railway stations buildings to provide accommodation facilities to tourists.
कि जहाँ जहाँ रेलवे के प्रोजेक्ट बने हैं वहाँ हम लोगों ने हमारी साइट के साथ में ऐसा भी सोचा है कि स्टेशन के ऊपर ही टूरिज़्म के साथ डेवलप होके वहाँ जो स्टेशन बनता है उसके फर्स्ट फ्लोर पे लो बजट होटल या ऐसा कुछ बनाएंगे जो ऑलरेडी प्लानिंग हो चुकी है। वहाँ जो ब्रिजेस बने हैं, वहाँ जो सीनरी है, अगर आप उनका एरियल वो देखेंगे, कल भी हम लोगों ने सोशल मीडिया पे भी उसका पूरा ये चीज़ रखी है कि किस तरह से मणिपुर में रेलवे लाइन के साथ साथ में जो जगह है वो इतनी सुंदर दिखती है, तो साथ में ही टूरिज्म भी डेवलप हो सकता है।
Speaking on the tragic landslide at Tupul, Union State Minister Darshana Jardos said it was an extremely unfortunate fatal incident and stated that steps are being taken to install early warning system at venues where railways projects are taken up to prevent such disasters, and experts are being consulted for the same, she said.
जो यहाँ पे डिज़ास्टर हुआ था उसके बाद में बहुत सारी डेथ के बाद में वहाँ पे भी काम का रिस्ट्रक्चरिंग हो गया है। वहाँ पे भी कई आईआईटी कंपनियों के साथ में रिसर्च के साथ में ऐसी टेक्निक भी लेकर आगे चलते हैं, जैसे पूरे रेलवे के साथ में जो केबलिंग का काम होगा और वो इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन के साथ में ऐसे सेंसर भी लगेंगे, वो टेक्निक के साथ में जैसे उनको ये आने से डिज़ास्टर से पहले उनको वार्निंग सिस्टम जिसको बोलते हैं वो भी लगाएंगे।
In a major achievement, a combined team of Churchandpur District Police and BSF busted a gun manufacturing factory at Shyamtungwang, New Lamka under Churchandpur Police Station on Thursday. Guns, gun parts and manufacturing tools were recovered from the factory. The house where the factory belongs to Paumin Lun Suntag, son of late Hauthin Lun Suntag of Shyamtungwang, Dorcas Road, New Lamka, Churchandpur. The combined team of police seized 1 local-made single-barrel gun, 1 wooden gun butt, 2 local-made single-barrel, 1 local-made firing pin unit, 1 local-made firing pin unit, 1 curved barrel part, 1 local-made trigger assembly, 3 trigger guards, 2 old-type trigger unit, musketry, 1 local-made hammer unit, 1 local-made magazine, 1 solid iron magazine block, 1 ceiling carry, 1 welding machine, ideal, 1 cutter machine, 1 drill, among other manufacturing tools and items from the factory. According to police report, the FGT BSF Imphal provided the information about the illegal arms manufacturing at Siamtung village, New Lamka, Churchandpur, and the supply of manufactured illegal arms to some UG groups around 11:50 this morning. Upon receiving the information, the combined team led by OC Churchandpur Police Station and additional field GT of 113 BSF Battalion under the supervision of SP Churchandpur Police conducted a search operation at the residence of Paumin Lal Suntag at Siamtungwang and busted the gun factory setup at the residence during the operation. However, Pawan Lal was not found at his residence at the time of the operation and has been reportedly absconding since. A case under Arms Act 1959 has been registered at Churchandpur police station against the accused and search has begun. The statewide Band called by the All Manipur 10th and 11th IRB 2019 batch JAC Viva Voice completed candidate against the delayed announcement of the recruitment result is underway. The Band began from 5 a.m. this morning and continued till 6 p.m. The Band called by the JAC at different parts of the state have affected normal life as protesters burned tires, blocked roads and obstructed traffic movements. The impact of the Band was visible at Mayailambi, where protesters burned tires and blocked roads. Shops and markets remained closed along the road. Members of the JAC came out on the street and halted passenger vehicles. However, the Band has little impact in Imphal city. Quaramban markets remained open, passenger vehicles plied on road as usual, while business establishments, educational institutions and offices also remained opened. It may be mentioned that All Manipur 10th and 11th IRB 2019 batch JAC Viva Voice completed candidate had announced a statewide Band today from 5 a.m. and 6 p.m. against the non-declaration of the recruitment result for 10th and 11th IRB despite repeated promises by Chief Minister N. Biren. MLA of Kashamthong Assembly Constituency, Sapam Nishikanta, has termed the role of the newspaper hawkers as remarkable and assured that he would do all he could for the welfare of the newspaper hawkers. The MLA was speaking as a chief guest at the 41st Hawkers Day held at Manipur Press Club today. Vice Chancellor of DM University, Professor N. Rajmohan, and President of Manipur Hawkers Association, Wangkhem Ajit, were the other main guests at the function. Floral tributes were offered to the photos of those departed hawkers on the occasion. MLA Nishikanta said the hawkers are a kind of soldiers. The hawkers are the ones who fulfill the task of different media houses that act as the people's eyes and ears. People of the state shouldn't take easily the role of the hawkers who start distributing the newspapers from the wee hours of the morning. Even he himself used to go to different places to supply newspapers when he first started bringing out his newspaper. Even though he did not do just as the hawkers did, he knew the hardship faced by the hawkers, he said. He further assured the hawkers that he would urge the Chief Minister to allot a suitable place for the hawkers to set up an office. People should respect the hawkers who work with certain discipline, MLA Nishikanta added.
Office insurance Honorable Chief Minister Masamaksu editor Nimasu, Asek Madimasu journalist name. Adu Momoda is remind of again, I'm sure Maswenia can you Aquina cover Hokuma Tamda, Adamata Lupam Pyramid covers it. Manama Kataniko, black and white. Adamata the Chicks Lupam Pyramid, Japane, who check Lupakun Yoga, covers in object. Lupatar Yore, Lupatar said Yoguse, paste the train for a color capacity and Yori, Tankari Madame Matumina, a quick Manipurgi cover to be by Chino Mayamse, acquise egos, a fine job, Haita. Aduna, Guhati the covers, the Lupama from Matara Yogre, Guhati the covers it. Acquise, I don't want to land off, we get a infrastructure, Aduna, high window person same the buggy, high get a bottleneck, we get high Aduna Delhi the geek and was a infallible one of the Adumati wire, Guati the Pushing, Aduna, quick newsprint, ski course, Pura adaptable, Silla Mohana. Anyway, Adu was a quick say, among the readers in the Yampe, a quick moment, the Hagate, Adu House covered the prayer highly, Adu Mayam Wabina money, I Kangi, a quick Laviba, a quick hawker, Yachino Mayam covers among Killing and Hanging Canada, no day to day cost, Hangalapina, Commission to Kitan Chawdo, Adu Mayam covered Mapu, I'm not have you idea. Ado have you ado makai and hygienic ba.
An IED exploded at Kashamthong Hadamlerak Lerembi Maning under West District last evening around 6:45. However, no casualty was reported in the blast. No one has claimed responsibility of the incident yet. According to police report, the explosion took place at a fast food called Ditya Flavor opened at the residence of Kangembam, Radhapyari 80. Other than damaging some parts of the house, no casualty was reported during the explosion. Upon receiving the information of the blast, a team of Imphal West District Police personnel rushed to the site and searched for clues. A case has been taken up in connection with the incident. The owner of the house also owns a chicken center at Chekon and a fast food near his house. There has been no threat or demand from anyone in the past, the report said. Women folk and club members of Hodam Lairak states are sitting at Hodam Lairak today condemning last night's explosion. The protesters held placards against the explosion. Taking part in the protest, Secretary of Hodam Lairak Maira Paibi, PH Memcha Tongbi, condemned planning explosives at residential areas as it can harm the locals. She demanded whoever responsible for the explosion to give an explanation as there had been no threat to the house owner in the past. Hence, Memcha Tongbi drew the attention of the state government to check the security labs in Imphal city.
Ado aikoina thoidokna imung asida aikoina hangubadasu atop pressure group singi demand ungmal lai haibasu mukhoida karigumba amta laite na haibire aduna masi aikoina haijaningi di ngasi lekai gi club amadi mairana thoaga phamjari basidi ngarang tawbiriba hairaba sakti laiba bom masi mi so amagadi aduki mati khudong thiningai oiba bomni matung tabadadi asigumba tawbiriba ichilinaw sing natraga kana gumba singsu asugumba yumlakta tawbase tawbiganu haibasi mai ahambada appeal tawjari aduga loinana sarkar gi maikai dasu aikoina asu 0 mile oiriba security na khurak hangdaba mafam sida sigumba sarkar gi ahobasi sarkar nasu miyang sanghaningi.
Director General of Assam Rifles, Lieutenant General Pradeep Chandra Nair, AVSM, YSM, visited the field formations and forward areas of Somsai, Palel and Kakting sectors of Assam Rifles in Manipur yesterday. According to a press release issued by the PRO, IGAR South during the visit, the Director General was briefed in detail by the various commanders on ground about the prevailing security situation and operational preparedness. The Director General is reported to have expressed his satisfaction on the security measures and operational preparedness of the Assam Rifles. He praised the Headquarter Inspector General Assam Rifles South for efficiently managing the security situation in the state. He interacted with the troops deployed in the forward locations. He also appreciated the untiring efforts of the forces in difficult and inhospitable conditions and commended them for carrying out people-friendly operations, the press release added. In a terrifying incident that occurred last night, a car rammed into a house after hitting 5 vehicles on the way, injuring several persons. The incident took place last night around 9 p.m. when a Chevrolet Cruze car coming from Kongbai hit an RE Auto and a Honda Pleasure at Wangkai Market. Later, the car hit a Hyundai Creta car and a Maruti Alto at Palace Compound. It hit a Maruti Swift again near Remedy Hospital. The car finally rammed into the residence of one Lashram Rocky 40 at Palace Compound, damaging the house. In the accident, driver of the auto driver and Honda Pleasure along with the child traveling in the Maruti Swift sustained injuries and were admitted to Jenims and Remedy Hospital. Porampat police registered a suo motu case for investigation. Now let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
HIV IBC lambi mari khaktada miyoy amadagi amada sindoi.
HIV positive oiba mama.
Welcome you all to UNACO Residential School at Chanum, Imphal East. An exclusive co-education residential school located on a sprawling 50-acre campus will be affiliated to CBSE New Delhi. First academic session will begin in April 2023 for classes 4 to 8. Hurry up for registration.
Welcome back. A team of Kaching Police and Kaching Police Commando arrested 3 persons along with heroin powder from Seraulamkai along Indo-Burma Sugnu Road and Fundrai-Mayalekai in Tobal district on Wednesday. A team of Kaching Police arrested 2 persons along with 1.429 kg of heroin during a frisking check at Seraulamkai along Indo-Burma Sugnu Road under the supervision of Superintendent of Police, Kaching District, Shrey Vats. According to police report, the arrested persons have been identified as Letsem Kongsai, 46, son of late Tilkopao Kongsai of Gainong village in Chandal district, and Genkopao Hokip, 24, son of Sekozang Hokip of Songpijang village in Churchandpur district. During the checking operation, the team recovered 1.429 kg of heroin inside 108 soft cases in a Tata Sumo Gold bearing registration number MN02A7608. Preliminary investigation revealed that the drugs was purchased from Myanmar and was meant to be transported to Churchandpur, the report added. The arrested persons along with the seized items were handed over to Sugnu police station for further legal action. In the another case, the team of Kaching Commando Police led by Sub-Inspector of Kaching Police, L. Rocky, under the supervision of Superintendent of Police, Kaching District, Shrey Vats, arrested 1 person with 127 gram of heroin near Kombirai English School, Fundrai Mayalekai in Tobal District yesterday. The person has been identified as B. Mustaf, 19, son of Muhammad Hakim of Amori Muslim Nagar, Ward number 5, Tenopal District. The team recovered 10 soft cases containing suspected heroin weighing 127 gram. The arrested person along with the seized item was handed over to Khongzon police station for further legal action. Umgamlen Lake Protection Committee, in collaboration with ZAC of the people of areas affected by the extension of Kaibul Lamjau National Park, launched a signature campaign today. The campaign was held at Ima Phadibi Community Hall at Thaiwapope. The Moirang Kenda Farmer Development Cooperative Society Limited has temporarily suspended the proposed 48-hour ban from August 26 along Tidim Road. The farmers' body was gearing up to call the ban from August 26 if the government fails to provide sufficient fertilizers to the farmers by August 25. Addressing a press meet held last evening at Moirang, President of Moirang Kenda Farmer Development Cooperative Society Limited, Oinam Nilamani, said the ban was suspended after getting assurance from the MLA of Moirang Assembly Constituency that sufficient amount of fertilizers will be distributed to the farmers of the AC by the end of August. Representatives of the society and the MLA had a meeting at the Society office. During the meeting, the MLA assured of providing sufficient amount of fertilizers to the farmers by discussing the matter with the Chief Minister and the Minister of Agriculture. Consequently, the society decided to suspend the ban along Tidim Road for the time being, Nilamani said.
Makataba walau riba har singase August tha manungda ayamba pibigani haiba minungsiga loinana habire podagi ngasi ekhoina ban tawgani haina tawramba tang kudardagi pung ni phunipan gi balado ngasi ekhoi suspend tabjare.
Former President of Manipur Olympic Association, Jiribam, M. Brajakanta, flagged off a team of players and officials of Jiribam district who will take part in the second Manipur Olympic Games 2022 organized by the Manipur Olympic Association, MOA. Governor La Ganeshan and Chief Minister N. Biren will inaugurate the Games at Kumalampak tomorrow. Speaking to media persons on the sideline, Chief the mission of Jiribam district and President of Manipur Olympic Association Jiribam L. Ranjit said, this is the first time Jiribam is taking part in the Manipur Olympic Games as a district where participants of the district will compete in 11 events. A total of 139 players including officials comprising 104 male and 35 female from the district will compete in football, handball, athletics, kang, judo, taekwondo, table tennis, badminton, archery, golf and hockey. The Congress slammed the government's reported order directing all fertilizer companies to sell their products under a single brand, describing it as one nation, one man, one fertilizer. In a bid to bring about uniformity in fertilizer brands across the country, the government issued an order directing all companies to sell their products under a single brand name of Bharat, reports said. Congress General Secretary Jairam Ramesh said that latest is the decision to sell all fertilizers under one brand, and that too as part of PM BJP Bharatiya Janurag Pariyojana. The Delhi High Court has asked the centre to file a comprehensive reply on all petitions filed challenging the Agnipath recruitment scheme for the armed forces. The court, meanwhile, also refused to stay the same. A bench of Chief Justice Satish Chandra Sharma and Justice Subramaniam Prasad asked the centre to file a consolidated reply on petitions challenging the scheme. The Agnipath scheme, announced on June 14, provides for recruitment of youths in the defence forces between the ages of 17.5 and 21 for only 4 years, with the provision to retain 25% of them for 15 more years. Protests had erupted in several states soon after the scheme was announced last month. Later, the government extended the upper age limit to 23 years for recruitment under the scheme in 2022. Now the headlines once again. And that brings us to the end of today's English News Bulletin. Thanks for watching.
Tami Infotech, Hafiz Sapta Minuthong near Traffic Island. Store asida CCTV camera installation amadi servicing ahongba mamalda fangbigani. Laptop, desktop, printers amasung makal khudingmaki accessories fangbigani loinana servicing gi khudong chabasu legani. Laptop brand makal suna wholesale rate leibagi khudong chabasu bizari. Akupa marol gi damak 7899080602 amasung 8787378886 ta contact tobiro.
Hojik lamdam asida wakal mapung phadriba inkhalakliba naha kaya amadi mayai kaba chinjakta iraknaduna leiri. Masida tuminna leiduna yengbagi mahutta achumba lambi puraknaba hotnaba mathau tai. Hariba center asida mental health disorder amadi drug addiction gi treatment tawjari. Adom-adom gi ichainaw singsu mathau tarabadi lingsinbirau adom gi damakta leizari Yaipokpa Rehabilitation and Child Care Center Kwakaitel Akhamlika.
Class 10-12 एडमिशन की खुदोंचाबा लेजरे इंडिया की मनुंगदा ममिंग लेरबा इंस्टीट्यूट सिंगदा MBBS, MD, MS, BDS तमनिंग सिंगीदमक नीट क्वालिफाइड ओइरबा छात्र सिंग लो पैकेज से तंबगी खुदोंचाबा लेजरे अमदी इंजीनियरिंग तमनिंग छात्र सिंगी ओइना IILM यूनिवर्सिटी ग्रेटर नोएडा इन कोलैबोरेशन विद IBM दा तंबगी खुदोंचाबा लेरे नॉर्थ ईस्ट स्टूडेंट्स सिंगीदमक स्पेशल स्कॉलरशिप की खुदोंचाबा सु पिजरी 7005414830 नत्रगा 7310188494 नत्रगा 8787362480 अमसुंग 038529535527 अकुपा मरोल की दमक पिजरीबा नंबर असिदा ngasi ngasimak contact tobiyu
HIV हाइबसी लंबी मरी खक्तदा मियोय अमदगी अमदा सिंदे
HIV positive oiba mama mapadagi machada
सखंगदबा मियोयसिंगा कोंडोम यावदना युमान मरी थंबा मतमदा HIV संदोई
mi amaga yatum siren waiduna sizinabada HIV sandoi
ana layeng da ikap matamda HIV test tobada ikap labadi HIV sandoi
चांग नाइना अमदी नियम चुमना कोंडोम सिजनबना HIV दगी ngakthokpon
sexual transmitted infection STI
हाइबदी फिनुंगी लेना दगी सुंगा थोपंगमी
aduga angang pamdrabadi kondom siznabiyo
HIV haiba virus asina mipung khudimakta sokhali
मसीगी नमखै लेते चाही लाइनिंग कांगलुप नत्रगा नुपा नुपी अंगांग खाइदे
masina mi amadagi amada mathang sendopangam
aina domu sinari HIV test tongnabagi dama
aina dombu singnari kondom siznabagi dama
aina dombu singnari nasabu HIV dai kanjanaba HIV AIDS ki maramda hena kupamoron khangnabagi damak
AIDS toll free number 1097 da phone tobi
इंग्लिश हिंदी नत्रगा मणिपुरी दे वरी साबा यागनी नाको एच एप सु डाउनलोड तोबियु